pitching, starting pitching, starting pitching. If you have it, you got a chance to win. If you don't, you're going to have some problems. That's been the axiom in Major League Baseball since it started over 100 years ago, and it was proven once again today in this matchup between the Padres and the Seattle Mariners. Thanks for joining me. Padres postgame recap for May 27th. And the Padres go down to the Seattle Mariners by a score of 9-0. 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Mariners, no runs, 4 hits, 1 error for the Padres. And it was going to be Aaron Harang going up against Clayton Richard. The anticipation going in, Aaron Harang was going to struggle. He's been struggling in his recent outings. 7 earned runs allowed in his last effort. He came into the ballgame with an earned run average over 8. So understandable that the Padres might think after all the tough pitching that they've faced over the last 3 series against the Cardinals, Diamondbacks, and Nationals, that they would actually have a little bit of a respite possibly tonight and be able to score some runs and give some support to Clayton Richard, who was making his much anticipated return off the disabled list after having some intestinal issues and also working on some mechanical things as well. So a lot of high hopes coming into this ball game. Unfortunately, all of them were dashed quite early. Clayton Richard struggled. First batter that he faced, Jason Bay, home run. Next batter, walk. Okay, no problem. Pull it back together. Next batter, double. Run is in. Second and third, nobody out. Leaves a pitch up and out over the plate to Michael Morris. He drives it opposite field for a 3-run home run. And before Clayton Richard has even retired one batter in his return outing, 4 runs have crossed the board, and that was pretty much it. Now, at this point, Darren Balsley comes out and has a chat with Clayton Richard, and quite frankly, after that point, he seemed to pitch much more aggressively. The very next batter, Raul Ibanez, he strikes out on 3 straight fastballs and pitched pretty nicely the rest of the way. He ends up going 6 innings. He did allow 1 other home run along the way, but other than that, he had 12 ground ball outs, 3 strikeouts, threw a lot of strikes. Showed some good action on his pitches in the zone, some good hard sliders, changeups, the whole shebang. So the hope is, of course, at this point, that after getting those first 4 batters out of the way, that the Clayton Richard we saw for the next 5+ innings is going to be the Clayton Richard that we see going forward. Because if it is, he's going to be effective as he was after he had the problems in the first inning. On the other hand, Aaron Harang was going for the Mariners, and he pretty much shut the Padres down right from the very beginning. Now, normally we see Aaron Harang pitch up in the zone. A lot of fastballs around the letters, complemented with that curveball. That's how he's worked the Padres in the past. He did the exact opposite today. I got to give him credit. He was down at the knees, in, out, a lot of fastballs, threw some cutters, threw some changeup sliders. Didn't really go to the slow curveball until later on in the ballgame, about the second or third time through the lineup. So he just pitched very effectively, very efficiently, used his fastball down in the zone, and a different approach for Aaron Harang that worked out extremely well for him, and a nice rebound outing after he allowed 7 in his previous effort. Basically, he shuts down the Padres for 9 innings. He pitches the complete game shutout. First time he's done that since 2009. Padres just couldn't get anything going today. And there was a couple of innings also where they looked a little bit sloppy in the field. Error was made. Some pitches that got to the backstop that probably shouldn't have. That's going to happen. That's certainly not the Padre baseball that we've seen or become accustomed to over the last 5 or 6 weeks. So you're going to have your down days. Today was one of them. Boys have to come back and pick it up again tomorrow. Edinson Volquez will be going for the Padres. He'll be going up against Jason Maurer, the right-hander for the Seattle Mariners. And that game time is at 7:10. A little bit unusual that they're going to be playing a night game on a getaway day. And both teams will be hitting San Diego at the same time, very early in the morning on Wednesday morning to get ready for that game. So, but hey, tomorrow, 7:10 start. Ted Leitner and myself will be bringing you the action on the mighty 1090. Hope that you'll be joining us, and hopefully better days for the Padres tomorrow. Appreciate you joining me. I'm Bob Scanlon. Thanks for checking in this post-game recap, and we will talk to you tomorrow. So long.
We rep the South, so what you talking about? I'm not running out my mouth. I know this without a doubt. 'Cause if you know these streets, then these streets know you. And when it's time to handle business, then we know what to do. Me and my crew, we stay true.